Gelato plus Shopify review: how to use Gelato plus Shopify to start your e-commerce dropshipping with custom printing. Hey guys, welcome back. In this video, I will be talking to you guys about how you can get started with Gelato and how you can build your own print-on-demand based dropshipping business. So without wasting any time, let's get into it. Now, I have already used Shopify and Gelato for quite some time to build a store, and I'll show you guys the steps on how to set it up, and then we'll talk more in detail about how you can make your product high converting and what are some of the standard tips and tricks and guides you should be following. So the first thing you're going to do is head on over to Shopify, go into settings on your bottom left, and go into apps and sales channels. Open up your Shopify app store, and once you have opened up your Shopify app store, you're just going to search for Gelato over here and click on Gelato Print on Demand. You're going to install the Gelato Print on Demand application, and once you have installed the Gelato Print on Demand application, we're just going to install our application. Now, what this enables us to do is that we can create our own customized products without having to host or store any inventory, without having to, do any of the difficult work like warehousing, shipping. All of that is going to be handled by Gelato. Now, you have two options over here. You can make your orders automatic or you can make them manual. Now, if you have a risk of high fraud orders, make sure to always make your ordering manual. So whenever you confirm an order, then Gelato prints it up and ships it to the customer. I like to keep it at automatic. And after that, you can just proceed over here. Now, once you have connected your Shopify store, you can go into your Gelato home and begin creating products. Your products will be directly listed into your Shopify store, and you can customize their appearance over onto your Shopify store as well. So let's get into the product catalog of Gelato, what kind of products you can create and how you can create them. Now, Gelato has multiple different quality or tiers of their products, and if you take a look at their products, they do have quite a nice array of products available. You have multiple different types of photo books, clothing, mugs, tote bags, cards, and stationery. They have all of the basics included. However, if you're looking for something more niche, then you can't really find that on Gelato, such as cushion covers or something along those lines. However, for most basic use cases, Gelato is pretty good to use. Now, let's say we want to build our phone cases over here. So you can open up the phone cases and it will give you multiple different options. And it will also show you multiple different fulfillment countries. So you have a slim case, a clear case, tough case, flexi case. And if I open up a particular case over here, you can choose the brand of phone you want this for, and you can choose the model of phone you want this for as well. You also have the quantity discount. So if you are doing your own non-dropshipping method, if you're going to order them all together and then design them and then send them out yourself, you can get a discount in that fashion as well. However, that just invites more risk into your business. Now, as you guys can see, you have your full price. So you can open up your full price list, and depending on the country that you're delivering to, your prices are going to vary. So if I was to be delivering to the United States over here, this is going to be the product price. Let's say it's for the 14 Pro Max. You guys can see the price over here. And in this way, make sure to always take a look at the product prices according to your target country. So whatever is the target country that you want to primarily be shipping to, always look at the product prices accordingly. Now, what we're going to do is we are going to go into the store section over here and click on add product. Now, there are a few things you can do to make your work easier on Gelato. First off is that you can create multiple products with a single design. So you can add one file and choose multiple different products you want to create. Obviously, this is usually logo-based products that are just going to have your brand logo. Then one more new feature that a lot of people skip out on is the personalization studio. So if you go into the personalization studio, you can actually see that if you go into any item, so let's take this premium tea over here, people would be given the option to personalize a certain element of their design. So people can insert their names into it, maybe they can insert, their initials into it. So make sure to make use of all of the newer features of Gelato to make your store stand out in comparison to other stores. Now, if we go back into our store and get started with designing a product, I always recommend you go into your store, add a product, and if you're creating logo-based products, go with the multiple products, because logo-based products are not really that difficult to design. Let's say, for example, we have the Stanley Cup. It just has a logo on it. So if you're looking to design things like that, then it's fine to go with a multiple product design. However, if you're looking to sell individualized phone cases and you want multiple different prints and all of that, always go for a single product to make sure your alignments, to make sure everything looks perfect on the product. Because the design elements that you set up over here are going to be determining whether or not a person is going to buy your product or not. So always make sure that your design looks good when you are viewing it in Gelato. Now, after that, let's take a look at some of the different options we have. So we have photo books, mugs, as well as phone cases and much more. So we're going to design a phone case, and I am going to take a look at this flexi case over here. And once we do that, you can choose the model on the left side. So you can choose to add multiple different models all together. And keep in mind that your designs for each model can vary a little because the cutouts on each individual phone model might be different. So let's say I only offer till the 11. Yeah. So after we've added all of our product over here, we can get started with designing our product. So the first thing I like to do is go into files on the left panel, and I can click on choose file and I can upload my file over here. So let's just say that we have this image over here that I want to insert. So I can insert the image over here, and it's going to show me some of the recommended sizing. So if I increase the size too much, it's going to tell me that my image quality or the quality of the item that I am displaying is not high enough to be expanded to that level, because when it's going to be printing, it's not going to look as good. So always keep that in mind. Make sure your boxes, the box when you're expanding it never goes into the orange section, because that means that the pixels are going to break up and the overall print is not going to look good. Now, once you do that, you can go back into your product and you'll have multiple different color options in your product as well. And once you have your image inserted, you also have alignment options on it. So fit to artboard or fit to the entire item. Then you also have options to, rotate your image. You have patterns you can add. So if you want this to be a pattern, we can insert it like this. And then you can copy, and then, so we can just copy image, and then we're gonna go back into our files and pretty much do the same thing and insert another pattern, making sure that both of our pattern sizes are the same. So these are not the same, so I will just be editing the size a little. You can always go into the sizing of the previous one to get a better idea, making sure that all of the items look like they're the same size, and then I can just place them right over here. So once you have added all of your prints or however you want to design it, you can go into the text section over here and add text as well. You have text customization options. Below that, you even have layouts that you can add that can help you in, designing the item better. So if you add this kind of layout, it's gonna show, the bottom text and the print could be placed on top, but that's totally up to you. Below that, you have some basic settings that can help you in arranging your items. And then after that, you have some graphics that you can insert as well. Now, after you have completed your design, you're gonna click on continue to mockups over here. You will get multiple different mockups. And after that, you can click on continue to details. And this will show all of the details that should be displayed on your Shopify store. So let's say this is going to be the donut case, and I will rename it to the donut case. And then after that, we're going to edit the description. So we're just going to edit that over here. And then below that, we have the settings as well as the collection and any tags I want to insert that have been added or synced up from my Shopify store. Then you can click on continue to pricing, and you'll have your retail price and your estimated profit. So let's say I want to set my retail price to just $20, or I want to set to $19.99. So I can go into the top section and update my price into $19.99 or $19.76. and then I'm going to click on update, and this gives me an 11% profit margin. And then I'm going to click on publish over here, and just like that, my gelato products are going to be readily available on my Shopify store. I don't have to, keep any inventory. Any orders that I get via my Shopify store will be directly sent to Gelato, and the product will be delivered to the customer. So I hope you guys found this video helpful. If you did, make sure to leave a like and subscribe.